What is going on, IF Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and today we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons why you should do the intermittent fasting system 16-8 method, which is also called the Leangains method. Stay tuned. Okay, and before I go, I know I look golden and crisp. Well, I was in Cancun, so that is the reason for this tan. So I do apologize if it threw anybody off because of the color and everything was different. It's because I went to Cancun. Now let's get into the video. Okay, reason number 5, simply because it is the easiest intermittent fasting system to do. That's right. You are basically unconscious for half of it, if you think about it, because 8 hours of sleeping or 9 hours of sleeping or 7 hours of sleeping, whatever it is, you're sleeping for half of your fast, about half. So that means you're fasting consciously for 8 hours and you're eating for 8 hours. Feels pretty balanced, especially if you're a newcomer into the whole intermittent fasting system. Reason number 4, although it's the easiest to do, you still reap the health benefits of intermittent fasting because you're fasting every single day. That's right. In one of my recent videos where I talk about the 5-2 diet, someone went ahead and commented on the video stating, "I don't like hearing people talk about things they know nothing of. I've experienced the 5-2 diet. I love the 5-2 diet, and I was able to lose weight on the 5-2 diet." I never said the 5-2 diet doesn't work. I never said it doesn't let you lose weight. On the contrary, I did say it worked, and I did say it lets you lose weight. What my argument was the health benefits of fasting every day when you do the 5-2, which is where you don't fast for 5 days of the week and you only fast for 2 days of the week, doesn't allow you to reap the benefits every single day. Thus, this one, which is much easier in my opinion to do than the 5-2 diet, also allows you to reap the health benefits of fasting every single day, which is just as important as losing weight. Reason number 3. For a lot of people, the traditional meal structures of breakfast, lunch, and dinner is very important. And guess what? The 16-8 is a fasting system where you can actually squeeze in the traditional meal structure of breakfast, lunch, dinner. How do you do this? Well, you can put it at 12 for the breakfast or 11 if you want to get it in the AM, and then you can stretch it from 11 all the way up until about 7 p.m. So that lets you do breakfast at 11 or 12. If we're going to do 11 to 7, breakfast, lunch in the middle, could be 2:30, 3, and then at 6:30, there you go. You get your final dinner. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner all can be structured, thrown in there. If you have that traditional mindset that you need to have those things, but you want to do intermittent fasting, you can go ahead and do that with the 16-8 method. Reason number 2, it's a gateway intermittent fasting system to all other more intense intermittent fasting systems. Now, don't get me wrong, if you do not want to change your system from 16-8, you do not have to. 16-8, as stated before, does give you the health benefits, does give you everything you need to lose weight, but of course, the longer you fast, the more body fat you'll be burning and targeting. So if you wanted to increase the fasting time and decrease the feeding time, the eating time, you can do so. It's up to you. But this system allows you to kind of have that gateway to get into the rhythm of fasting, so that it later down the line, if you wanted to go that route, you can go ahead and try to do a smaller time frame, maybe the warrior diet, I don't know. And reason number 1. Reason number 1 is because the transition from eating normally to fasting, if you've never done it before, and in my experience and from me seeing others trying to do the intermittent fasting system, I've noticed that the best and easiest transition from not fasting to fasting is the 16-8 method. For people who cannot fathom and cannot understand the concept of fasting, or even, how daunting fasting can be, the thought of fasting for someone who doesn't. If they wanted to enter the whole intermittent fasting realm, the 16-8 lets them do that very, very easily. Once they start rationalizing it and thinking, well, hey, sometimes I do skip breakfast, and sometimes I don't eat really past 9 o'clock. Maybe I push that a few hours before 9, and then just consistently do that every day. Hey, you know what? I think I can pull off the 16-8 method. This method is the best method for a beginner. So if you have that feeling that fasting is just too difficult, go ahead and try the 16-8 method. You might find that it isn't as difficult as you once thought. Now I'm gonna go ahead and run that down for you one more time. Number 5, it is basically the easiest to do. Although it's easy, you get to fast every day, which means you get to reap the health benefits of intermittent fasting. Number 3, if you're a person who likes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guess what? You can go ahead and squeeze all of that into your fasting and eating window with the 16-8 method. Number 2, it is the gateway intermittent fasting system that allows you to break through and finally start the process so that you can eventually get to a more intense version, like the 4 hours of eating with 20 hours of fasting, if you so choose. And number 1, it is the easiest for someone who has not fasted to go right into this method other than any other intermittent fasting method that exists. You could literally just omit early breakfast, do a later breakfast, and stop eating at 7 o'clock and you'll be set. This one is without a doubt the easiest method to enter, yet you still get the weight loss benefits and the health benefits of intermittent fasting. Hard to beat. Those are the top 5 reasons why you should be doing the 16-8 Leangains method. Hopefully this video helped a lot of people out. I know a lot of people will have questions about what's the easiest, what should I do, what's the 16-8, what's the benefits of doing the 16-8 versus the other intermittent fasting systems, and I just answered that question for you. If you have any other questions to any other videos that I've had in the past, I will have one right here, and also I will have a subscribe button right here, so please subscribe. I would gladly appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great one. Peace.